Hey guys, ready? All right. Okay. So we're gonna do the reading first, which is the spiritual energy check-in, and then I'll send you guys the Zoom link for to see what I have ready to sell. Okay. So I'm thinking more of like box. And when I say box, I mean package, right? Um, a package of things I intuitively feel guided to sell to you guys versus just like whatever you guys want. Because I feel like certain decks belong with certain people. Okay. That being said, if you really, really want a deck, then we're gonna have to negotiate. But that being said, let's move forward and let's see what's going on here for you guys. Oh, and it's not just the decks. It's also like little trinkets like crystals and bracelets and jewelry. The works, babe. I got you. The works. The works. All right, let's see what's going on here. Gas, oils too, whoever said in their mind. But what about the oil? Yes, that too. Okay. The healing power of pure intentions. I like it. The healing power of pure intentions. So let's see what's going on here. That feels good. Archangel Michael is back. Protection work, y'all. Protection work. It's funny because I was gonna ask if you guys wanted to do another ritual, but this time I was gonna do like a protection one. So you guys let me know. I mean, it's really, really, really short notice. I mean, it's tomorrow. So, so you guys just let me know. And we'll talk about that more in the Zoom, okay? Where it's more a little bit more private, right? We'll talk back and forth about it, okay? In the meantime, let me read the protection prayer for all of you. We gather united to call for spiritual intervention and karmic justice. We call on all the forces, the seven archangels, Metatron, Azrael, Jophiel, Zachiel, Uriel, Raphael, Gabriel, and to lead the spiritual intervention will be Archangel Michael, helping us, guiding us, protecting us, and sheltering us from all evil and the devil's snare. Thank the higher power for rebuking all evil from us and our lives. Ashe. Beautiful. All right. It's interesting because we're talking about like the healing power. And if you didn't know, you maybe need to brush up on your archangels, right? Um, Archangel Gabriel is the one for healing. And Archangel Gabriel is also good for healing relationships, not just healing the mind, body, and spirit. Okay. It's also good for relationships, like deep emotional healing, basically. So that may be, in alignment with you. All right. Let's see what else. Oh, karmic cycle. So this could be something that is supposed to be about a season. The season is about 3 to 4 months. Okay. But there's a karmic cycle, and they're being very specific about time frame, 6 to 9 months. Okay, so because we're talking about healing, and because I talked about relationships and the protection prayers here, I feel like you have to protect yourself as you're healing. I feel like that's a major, major thing because how can I say this, Spirit? Give me here, let me get my selenite one. Give me a better way to put this into words for them. Um as you're healing, it is a transitional time for you. Okay, meaning where you go from the old version of you into the new version of you. And so you're kind of in that like between space, right? And when you're in that between space, it's hard to decipher whether the people that you are trying to get into relationships or maintain relationships, what I call sustain, right? Um, if they are more in alignment. Now we're thinking about like a parallel, type of, think about two lines, right? Your line, because you're healing, is going into a different direction. It's not straight anymore, it's going a different direction. So a parallel shift is going to happen where now you're not in alignment anymore. You're not going the same direction. And even though you want to sustain these relationships with these people, make sure that you are not being detoured, deterred from your overall goal in life, your big picture goal, whether that be you becoming the person that you want to be, whether that be in your spiritual journey, whether that be in your healing, whether that be financially, whether that be romantically, right? You put it where it fits for you. I mean, it could be a little bit of everything, right? So that being said, this is why the protection needs to be here, right? Because the karmic cycle is here, and seeing this karmic cycle, you want to make sure you're only keeping someone for how long they're supposed to actually be in your life. Okay. And I am no one. I'm going to say this. I may be your spiritual advisor. I may be the person that you trust the most with spiritual experiences, but I am no one to tell you what to do. Okay. And I'm going to be very clear on that. I love the fact that you come to me when there is a crisis or there's something that, you just don't know what to do. That's fine. I applaud that. That's great. That you want to make sure you're dotting your I's and you're crossing your T's, right? You're making sure you're not confusing the O with an A. So that being said, you want to make sure that when you're doing this, you're also utilizing your intuition. All right. So, like, if I tell you something and something just like doesn't resonate, or if it might not even be me, it might be another reader or something like that, right? Or another spiritual advisor. I don't even want to call us psychics anymore because, listen, there's a lot of stigma behind it now. So I would just say spiritual advisor, right? The one that's advising you spiritually to do things that are going to benefit you, not bring confusion to you, not have you feeling like a drug fiend for the readings, okay? Just give you what you need so you can go about your business. That's what a spiritual advisor is, okay? I just had to clarify that. That being said, you want to make sure that, and this is another thing. Someone could be draining your energy, okay? And that's significant. You don't want people to drain your energy, especially if you're en route to go somewhere that you dream of, right? You don't want those dreams to be ruined, okay? So that's very significant as well moving forward in your journey. So, protecting yourself. What does that look like? Boundaries, right? That looks like making sure that if someone disrespects your boundaries, you are implementing a protection plan. And what does that look like? A protection plan, right? Does that protection plan look like I'm going to give you the first warning? I will give you a second warning. By the third warning, I now release you, right? because now you're showing me consistently that you are not willing to respect me, my time, my energy, my emotions, right? And my plans, right? And so that is the power of healing with pure intentions. You know, you want to make sure that you have people that are going to cheer you on, not necessarily give you a helping hand, because not everyone's here to help, but cheer you on, to motivate you, to support you. That is very significant, okay, in your journey. All right, let's see what else comes out here for you. So that karmic cycle, whenever that comes out for me, I just feel like, oh, this was only for a season, and because that's how I wrote it. You know, it was supposed to only be for a season, and then it stretched out to half a year, almost a full year, and you're like, what the fuck, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Whatever just came to your mind in regards to that, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. Oh, how to tap into your higher self. And I think I talked to you guys about this, or I talked to someone about this, okay? Writing more things that inspire you, encourage you, motivates you, put you in that feel good space, right? That creative space. This also doesn't mean writing, but it also means consuming, like listening to or reading, right? This is like inspirational things, uplifting things, things that will elevate your energy, push you forward. So think about like self-help books, um, like think about like journal prompts, but not just regular journal prompts. Think about like shadow work journal prompts. Think about like open-ended questions to just get your mind in that creative space, right? um Affirmations, of course, gratitude journaling, things of that nature comes up too in regards to that, and that's falling right under pure intentions and healing power. Okay, so just make sure that whatever you're consuming and you're reading, and that also means social media scrolling while you're reading, make sure that it's more whatever subliminals that you're picking up from, make sure that it's elevating you versus keeping you down. Okay, so that means that you have to like go on the like unfollow binge, right? Then do what you got to do, unsubscribe, do what you got to do, right? um let's see. Vanishing jar, and this is right under protection. So yeah, you need to like push out energy. That's a form of protection too. Pushing away, banishing away negative things, right? Versus just, I'll give you an example. Angel number 1313, as I'm talking, right? So that equates to 44. I will say you have to think about, just because you put, I'm gonna give you more of real type of thing. Just because you put, let's say, barbed wire around your house doesn't mean a thief wouldn't try to figure out a way to break through that barbed wire and try to steal from you. That's just a physical example, okay? This is just an example. So spiritually, when you protect yourself, just because, let's say, you cast a circle around you doesn't mean that someone's going to spiritually try you, right? Just because you try to make sure that your purse is safe and then you try to keep it with you at all times doesn't mean that someone's going to have it in their mind to try to lie and say, well, I need this, dot, dot, dot. Can you help me? That's a form of stealing from you, especially if they don't need it and they already have money. Oh, see that? You see that? You were already protective over your wallet and your purse, and you made sure that nobody steal from you. But how about getting into your mind and coercing you to give you something that they're not supposed to have, right? That's another way of stealing, right? That's what we call like someone being a little foxy, they're being cunning. And the way that they're manipulating you to get something from you. It doesn't have to be financially, it could be resourcefully, right? It could be energetically, it could be your thoughts, right? Because your thoughts hold power. That's how we create. That's how houses were created, a thought, right? You know, a blueprint, right? That's how manifestation is. That's how the only way I can describe physical manifestation, right? It comes first in the thought form, but once you release it in the air, you give it life. Someone can also steal that thought, right? And so you want to protect yourself, and so that also means banishing away energy versus calling in protection. You can call in protection and also banish out negative energy, right? So that may actually help you moving forward. I look at that. Like we have protection sigils. All right. Remove bad energy. All right. You may need a candle to remove bad energy around you or that is affecting you. All right. Success after trials. And this is right under that karmic cycle. And then we have love right underneath here with the healing power, right? So your higher self is basically saying whatever you're trying to do, whatever you thought about doing, whatever you're consistently doing in regards to healing, it is working and it will work and it is uplifting your energy, okay? So continue to do that or definitely reinforce whatever that is if it was just a recent thought. Then we have past life inheritance. Ooh, yeah. And that's coming right underneath protection and banishing away bad energy. Okay. So you have to protect your inheritance from your past. Okay. That being said, you want to make sure that you see how everything got blurry? You want to make sure that not everybody sees your moves. That's how you protect your past life inheritance. What's going on here? Make sure that like people are not really looking at things that they're not supposed to look at. Know things that they're not supposed to know. Video chat. All right. That could be significant. All right. Success after trials. What's happening here? Kind attention. Look at that. So make sure that people are paying attention to you for the right reasons. That's another thing, right? For the right reasons. That is very significant too. Let's see what else is here. What else do I need to know? Ooh, lacking love. That's interesting because we're talking about love over here, and then we're having lacking love. So pay attention to this. Meeting your higher self, you may need to do a meditation to meet your higher self. All right. If you guys want me to do that the next Zoom call, when would that be? I believe the next sister circle is March 30th. Okay. We could do this. We could meet our higher selves for that one. I think that will be nice. And then we'll like this instead of journaling, we'll just talk about it and talk about our experiences. I think this one will be kind of cool. So let's see what's going on with the lacking love. We have don't overlook this. There's a present for you specifically. I feel like this is kind of giving like something doesn't feel like it's enough. That's kind of how it's like something, because when I wrote this message, it's like I literally thought of those videos that sometimes you would see of the parents like I don't know, having like a vacuum cleaner box. And inside of the vacuum cleaner box is actually like the real present that they give their kids. And so their kids would just look at it like, it's a vacuum cleaner? Like, seriously? This is what you're gonna give to me for Christmas? Like, I don't want this, right? And I've seen it in a different way too, where like, oh, the kids were bad, so you're just gonna give him like an empty box. But this is different. I wrote this with different intention. I wrote this like, oh, you swear that like this is something that you really don't need, or you're just like, yay, I got this. But in reality, it's specifically for you, meaning it's specifically that thing that you wanted, but it doesn't appear to be that way. And it's interesting because I talked about clarifying this, which is lacking love. So something doesn't look like it's enough for you. It just feels like you got excited for nothing, or you're just like, okay, and now what? Right? So this is where this is stemming from, the lacking love, which is interesting. So you might not be looking at something the way you should, because something is specifically for you. And that being said, you could also think about like, when something is for you, you feel like you don't deserve it, like it's not for you, right? That's also another way that I could read this too. So you guys let me know how that specifically resonates for you guys. Let's get three more and then I'll switch to the tarot. What else? All right, we have passive income, course sales. So if you guys know something, this could be you investing in some sort of course as well. Okay. But if you know something, you can teach someone something, you could like do like mini videos, or like let's say like because a course is to teach someone something. So I don't know if that would be like video chat or recorded videos to teach someone, to like tutorials and stuff like that, to teach someone something. And you can like make, let's say, I don't know, 6 to 12 videos on one specific topic and really go in depth with it, right? And then sell that over and over and over again, because you only have to record it once and you can get passive income from that, okay? That could be significant. That could help you somehow, all right? Or maybe you're helping someone that's doing that, and we have unfulfilled. And then we have official documentation, license, degree, or certification could be here. Could be significant. And sometimes when I get this, is like means somebody's getting their license, or someone's getting certified in something, or there's some sort of official documentation that someone needs moving forward. And so usually when I see this, this means that somebody's about to receive this, or somebody's about to go for this specific thing. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's clear the table. So that unfulfilled thing could be something that you need to heal from, right? And that lacking love too, right? Make sure that you're not like attracting people that are in the energy of lacking love, right? You want to change the perspective. The hangman is here. You want to change your perspective on how you look at love, and you'll start to realize that when you do that, the people that you have connections and relationships with, they might have different perspectives. And that is what branches you out. That's what differs you from the route that you're heading in. So, like, you don't want to hang around with people that want to continue to be single if you're trying to find your soulmate, if you're trying to be married. You want to make sure that you find your person, right? And you don't want to be around people that basically, love that bachelor life, or love that fuck boy, fuck girl life. How are you going to find that person for you? Right? It's almost like they're repelling and like pushing away that energy for you that you're trying to attract towards you. And then attracting that energy that you're trying to push away from you towards you even more. So make sure that you have the right people around you. And I just saw a glimpse of the tower. So yeah, that was your warning. That was your only warning. That's what I just heard. Oh shit. All right. Show me their energy. Where are they at right now in their lives? Thank you. Oh, King of Coins. That's good. All right. So far, resources are good. Looking stable financially. All right. Got it together. Got a plan. Working on that plan. Maneuvering on that plan. And you're taking your time. Right. This is also reliability. All right. Everything is working good. Okay. This is really good. All right. For your energy. Is there an obstacle in their way? Energetically, energetically, 5 of Cups. So energetic blockage here is your disappointments, holding on to things that don't serve you, holding on to the memory of mistakes. Don't do that. All right, because what happens is that when you focus on something so much, it happens again. Right? So don't do that, right? And even if you're not trying to do it, right? 5 of Cups is right before the 6 of Cups, which means the 6 of Cups is usually like feeling nostalgic and reminiscing about the past and a past situation, right? So don't get too much in your feels to the point that you create a heart blockage and you close your heart chakra because you're so stuck in the past and you can't manifest what's going to happen in the future. So then a cycle repeats itself. Don't do that. All right, that's an emotional blockage there, and it's coming out as energy. So this is like if you do Reiki, you may release more with tears when you do that, right? Or when you do like some sort of emotional release, that's how you'll know that you're releasing the energy. You'll cry. Okay, have like a good purge. Any financial blockages? All right, we have Justice, and it came out sideways. All right, so there's something shifting here with the Justice card. And it actually went this way, so I'm going to keep it there. I said finances. So justice shall be served. Okay, it looks like there was some sort of injustice happening for you financially, and it's about to like I'm seeing like karma's about to hit for somebody. So before something changes with your finances completely or wholeheartedly is what I heard, something payback has to happen. Okay, yeah, boom, the devil. Oof. Okay. So whatever contract needed to be broken, whatever, this could be a soul contract, this could be a job contract, this could be a lease, this can be jeez, this could be a lot of things. All right. Because this could also be like lifestyle, like a way of living, right? This, whatever this is to you, this is also like if someone was like super duper dependent off of you and a lot of injustice happened to you because of their dependence. And I don't know why I'm saying that, but like because they depended on you or relied on you so much, whatever, that's going back to this person. So I want to like get more information on this. So I'm just gonna like put this way, like this for a second. Can you clarify the devil, please, for us? Okay, then we have the Queen of Wands and Temperance. So this has really tested your spiritual energy because the Queen of Wands to me is more of the spiritual one. Okay, very sexy and appealing and like really like what I would kind of call like the foxy lady type thing. The Temperance talks about like, yes, your guardian angel, divine timing, patience, moderation, things of that nature. But it's like something was being taken from you, and this feels like you time. This feels like your spiritual energy. This feels like your sexual energy. This feels like your beauty routine. This feels like your self-care regimen and things like that. So whatever the fuck this is, it took from this, from you. And the angel that came up the most was Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel. And so I feel like Archangel Gabriel wants you to continue your healing, to continue to heal yourself. So to bring back that courage, to bring back that confidence, to bring back that strong spirited energy that you have, right? Meanwhile, Archangel Michael wants to handle this situation, to return it back. Okay. And the main message that came across was make sure that you are protecting your energy. And protecting your energy is not saying, oh, well, I have these boundaries. Well, I have these boundaries. I have these boundaries. It's more so, I have these boundaries. Bitch, you will get cut the fuck off. And I wouldn't think twice about it. Now, I'm going to cut you off and then maybe bring you back. Oh, cut you off and then maybe bring you back. Oh, cut you off and then maybe bring you back. Or allow you to come back because you apologize and then you're still doing the same behavior. You get what I'm saying? So that's significant in terms of that. I'm going to go ahead and put them back. You saw them. Put them back. The message comes back out. You already know. Stop being stubborn. All right. So anything else creating a blockage for finances? We have the Chariot. We have the Star. Major arcanas again. So in this context, in regards to your plans, okay, yes, you're always going to need to heal. Yes, you know, you got to maintain your spiritual, like your baths and stuff like that. Make sure that you're cleansing. Make sure that you're also doing your spiritual healing baths. Okay, it's not about protection, cleansing, and